Dan Willis here, and we're talking about 10 credit building strategies. And number one, establish a trail of positive payment history. It's essential to earn a good credit score to establish a trail of positive payment history. And this is easy for many to accomplish by paying their monthly bills on time. We don't need to belabor this point. Just if you're working to raise your credit score, don't overlook the basics. Number two, request a credit limit increase. If you currently have a credit card, one easy way to help your credit score is to ask for a credit limit increase. This will help because if the increase is approved, you'll be improving your amounts owed credit score factor. We discussed that here in an earlier video. If you happen to miss it, we'll include a link in the description below. This looks at how much debt you have and compares it to your available and unused credit, also called your utilization ratio. And simply by having a higher limit on your credit card, you'll be improving this ratio. By the way, this credit score factor heavily weighs revolving lines of credit, such as a credit card. While it won't hurt your credit score if you have significant debt in the form of student loans, mortgage, etc., it's an indication of your potential purchasing power and current financial stability. The idea is if your credit card is maxed out, you won't appear to be in the most secure financial position versus having a credit card with a low monthly balance. And if you'd like to know more, we're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there for you, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Number 3 is secured credit card. If you don't have a credit card and have a ding or two on your credit reports, a secured credit card is an option. These cards offer easy approval, largely because you're first required to make a security deposit, whereas with traditional credit cards, you're extended a line of credit merely on your promise to repay. The security deposit with a secured credit card is fully refundable provided you don't default and stop making your monthly payments. Typically, the amount of your security deposit will be equivalent to your credit limit. For instance, if you make a $500 security deposit, you'll be extended a credit card with a $500 limit. You'll still be responsible for monthly payments, along with being charged interest or an annual percentage rate, just like with a traditional credit card. This account will be reported monthly to the credit bureaus as a secured account, so it won't be as helpful as an unsecured card. Nevertheless, many folks find this to be a useful credit building tool. With responsible use, you'll be able to establish a positive payment history. Additionally, if you keep a low monthly balance, you'll also help your amounts owed credit score factor. This is worth about 30% of your overall credit score. It's suggested to see the most benefit to try and keep your monthly balance around 30% of your credit limit. So with a $1,500 credit limit, that'd be a monthly balance of about $450, leaving you with $1,050 in available and unused credit. Naturally, this appears like you're in a more secure financial position than if your credit card was maxed out or had a balance of $1,477, leaving you with only $23 of available unused credit. Many local banks offer secured credit cards along with Capital One, Discover, and more. Please double check to make sure your account will be reported monthly to all 3 credit bureaus. Otherwise, it won't help you rebuild credit because no one will know the account exists. Number 4, installment loans. Another option is using an installment loan, such as an auto loan, student loan, boat loan, etc. Your payment history is often reported to the credit bureaus. We strongly encourage you to try and avoid financing a huge sum of money. For example, if your priority is building credit, only finance a portion of the purchase price. For example, if you're buying a car for $12,000 and are in a position to only finance a nominal sum like $2,000. This way you can avoid spending money unnecessarily in high interest rates while still building a trail of positive on-time payment history and responsible credit use. Number 5, authorized user. You may have heard this called piggybacking credit, and it's appropriate. The idea is to piggyback on a loved one's responsible credit use. This is how it works. Let's say you have a rich Uncle Kevin with an American Express Black Card. If Uncle Kevin adds you as an authorized user to his account, you'll receive an American Express Black Card in your name. The benefit to your credit score is so long as Uncle Kevin continues to use his account responsibly, making on-time monthly payments, this information will be reported on his credit reports, but also on your credit reports too. This would naturally help to improve your payment history along with your amounts owed credit score factor. And your Uncle Kevin doesn't have to have a prestigious American Express Black Card. It works with any type of credit card, and your loved one doesn't even need to be wealthy. Just use caution if you pursue this path. Should life's unexpected lemons occur, this method has the ability to create negative information on your credit reports too. We suggest folks that utilize this option, not even take possession of the credit card, and avoid any temptation. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Number 6, cosigner. If you have a loved one with good credit, you may want to consider asking them to cosign for you. But please be careful with this approach. Too many valuable relationships end over financial disagreements, not to mention the roller coaster we call life. Stuff happens. Number 7, the Experian Boost Program. Today, the Experian Boost Program offers consumers a way to add and get credit for paying their utility and phone bills on time. The Experian website claims for folks that see a boost, their credit score improves by 13 points, but not everyone will see credit score improvement. This also requires you to give Experian access to your bank accounts in order to identify your phone and utility payments. This may not be a wise decision in light of the 2017 Equifax hack by China's Communist Party. Moreover, if you do see a credit score boost, it'll only be with your Experian FICO score. It won't do anything for your Equifax FICO score or TransUnion FICO score. Remember, we discussed that here in the earlier video. If you happen to miss it, we'll include a link in the description below. Number 8, rent reporting service. While most credit reports don't contain your rental payment history, you can add this information to it. There's rent reporting services that will add this information to your credit reports, possibly giving you credit and making your credit score go up. According to a 2017 TransUnion study, within 6 months, on average, folks using this rent reporting service saw their credit score rise 16 points. Number 9, credit builder loans. If you're unfamiliar, these loans are expressly designed for folks working to improve credit and those with less than perfect credit. Many banks, credit unions, and a few online lenders offer these. It's very similar to a personal loan and follows the same procedure. You apply and are often approved in part because you don't get the cash or loan amount, at least not immediately. The lender is going to hold the money in an interest-bearing account. First, you're required to make monthly payments as if you've received the loan. Only at the end of your contract, when the loan is paid in full, Are you then given the money or loan amount? Some say it's like a personal loan in reverse. You'll have to pay off the loan in full before you get the money. These are generally short contracts of 6 months up to about 24 months. The amounts and details vary by lender, but these loans are designed specifically for folks with less than perfect credit, and your account activity will be reported monthly to all three credit bureaus. As such, with irresponsible use, it does have the ability to hurt your credit score too. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll free 1 844 517 7627. Number 10, check your credit report. Listen, for many folks with less than perfect credit, it's because they have a ding, blemish, or error on their credit reports. This is what's causing a low credit score. For too many Americans, this is an error, a mistake, an item that shouldn't be there legally and should be removed immediately because it's costing them real money. In a 2012 study by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, roughly 40 million Americans were found to have errors on their credit reports. In a 60 Minutes segment a few years ago, they share a story about a lady named Judy Thomas, who through no fault of her own woke up one day to discover some random person's collections on her credit reports. This is the main reason we're all encouraged to regularly grab a copy of our credit reports because they're so riddled with errors. Congress even passed the FACT Act, or Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act, to help with this. This legislation entitles you to a free copy of all three of your credit reports every 12 months. In full disclosure, the FACT Act is an amendment to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. You'll need to visit annualcreditreport.com, their official website, to grab your free credit reports from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Alternatively, you can make this request by phone by calling 1 877 322 8228. You can also fill out a paper form and get it by mail. You won't be able to get your free credit report directly from the major credit bureaus. Once you have your credit reports, it's essential to review these documents in detail. If there's any errors, dings, or blemishes that shouldn't be there, please take note. In our next video here, we'll be talking about how to clear these items and get them off of your credit report. So, of course, subscribe and join our congregation. On a sidebar, the maximum 7-year bad credit prison sentence is the maximum. In other words, there is no minimum amount of time any negative item must remain on your credit reports. And let us repeat, there is no minimum amount of time any negative item must remain on your credit reports. And when's the last time you've heard of a criminal serving his maximum prison sentence? So then why should you? And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll free 1 844 517 7627. Again, that's for a free credit report consultation. And the toll free phone number is 1 844 517 7627. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to remove these credit report dings, blemishes, and errors. So of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.